Good morning, I'm Olivia. I'm an Olympus visionary, and I thought I'm gonna take you along on one of my macro uh, expeditions today, just to show you how I do it. I have no plan whatsoever. The day is actually not very good, it's gray, there is no sun. We're at end of November, well, mid-November in Switzerland, so there is not many insects around, the leaves are falling. So I'm not sure if I'm even gonna get something out of it, but I think really important for photography, especially if you're a beginner, is to just go and see what you can find. So I have now no idea what's gonna happen. Let's see if there is any outcome at all, but I'm just gonna take you along with me on the process of such a little day out. I'm gonna go to the botanical garden, which is like really only 300 meters away. You don't need a special place to do macro photography, which is maybe one of its advantages, because you really just need a patch of grass. I mean, of course, if you can find a botanical garden, you might get some more variety in flowers or insects and things like that, but there is no excuse not to do macro photography, because you have a huge world in a really small place. Now, the way I do macro photography is I don't really plan my shoots. Of course, I have planned shoots for other occasions, also sometimes for macro. Maybe I have a special goal, I want to catch specific insects or something like that. But I find it kind of compelling because it is actually a little adventure, a little safari in small. So I shoot mostly handheld, and I'm going to show you the gear I'm going to bring. And as always, I'm going to bring way too much. I'm probably not going to use most of it, but that's one of the big advantages of the Olympus system, because it's not big. And with macro, also, you don't need huge tripods or anything like that. I hardly ever use tripod. I mostly bring them, and in the end, I don't use them. Okay, my gear. I'm bringing my Olympus camera. It's an EM1 Mark II. I started off with the EM10, just the first one, so that's totally fine too. And my most beloved 60mm macro lens, which I think is just an amazing lens that I use 99.9% of the time to do my macros. Then I'm bringing a spare battery. Never forget your spare battery. I'm going to do a video about this in case you have no idea about this. I'm going to bring an extension tube in case, and my Raynox macro lens that I protected with actually a plastic thing that is supposed to protect vegetables, but it protects that as well and reduces the space, because the box that came with it is big. If I'm intending to change lenses, I always bring one of those, just in case I get some dust. And my main cleaning tool is one of those lens pens. Also, I'm gonna bring my 12-100 Olympus lens. I'm probably not gonna use it, but the cool thing is it's so small, I can fit it fine in my backpack, and in case I see something that is further away, or I see something I want to shoot that is not macro, I can use that. Also, it is actually quite good if you just want to shoot a butterfly or something. You can focus close enough. It's a really, really cool lens, although, as I said, it's mid-November, so I don't think I'm going to see any butterflies today. Also, I'm bringing this, which is the Joby Pro thingy that can carry 5 kilos. Probably not going to use it. And for that I have to get up. I apologize, I didn't prepare it. Oop. This is a really cheap LED light. It's called Aputure Amaran. It comes in a little nice case. You can use foils on it magnetically. This thing is magnetic, so you can use gels in German, we call them foils. Gels, you can put them in between. There are some that are in the set, but you can just use normal flash gels also to put in between, so you can have all the colors you want. And it's actually pretty strong. So because it's gray today, and maybe I'm gonna use it to light fungus or something. I don't know. But as I said, probably in the end, I'm mainly gonna use 90% just my camera with the macro handheld. I don't know why I always bring that stuff, but I guess it just keeps me flexible. Oh, it also has a little thing to put it on your hot shoe or on any kind of tripod mount with a screw. So, one of the, and again, I don't know why I'm bringing it, I just purchased like a really cheap torch on Wish. And I sometimes like to get creative. I have no idea if I'm going to use it. It wasn't expensive. And it has some color gels that go on it. And maybe I'm going to use it, but probably I'm just bringing it in vain. That's just toy. That's toy stuff. In case I want to get creative. And one of the most important pieces of gear I have might be unexpected. I can't show it to you here because it is hanging in downstairs drying. Well, it's dry now. I'm going to put it on my way out, which is actually waterproof pants, rain pants, just normal rain pants. You can get them really cheap. They are really important because they can make me take a shot or not. Let's say I see something on the floor, something really small. I want to take a shot. I go down on my, like this, it's dirty, I don't want to sit on my knees, and I squat like this. You're very shaking squatting like this. It's very shaky, you can't hold the position very long, and you might not get as close. Rain pants lets me sit down wherever I want, even sometimes if I also have a rain jacket, lie down wherever I want and get that little bog or whatever in my shot. So I think it's actually one of the most important parts of my gear is rain pants. I don't go out, I don't take macro without my rain pants. Well, I do, but then I'm unhappy if I forget them or if I don't have them with me, especially on a rainy, wet day like today. So rain pants, you can get them for like 8, whatever currency you're in, 8, 9 euros, dollars, whatever. They don't have to be great quality, they just have to keep the dirt off your pants. Okay, so this is my first time using a GoPro and all this video gear, videoing myself while doing something like that, so be nice. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Actually really fancy backpacks, but expensive ones that I don't have the money to purchase anymore. But actually I stick mostly with this really cheap backpack that I got for I think $30 or $40 off Wish, because it's good enough for my needs if I just go on a small round. It has this pocket here for drinks. You can attach your tripod down here, which is really handy, and you have a side pocket to put your camera gear in, with dividers in it that you can adjust to your needs. And on top you have a separate, a separate compartment. You can take this out though. You can make the whole bag a photo bag, but I actually find this very handy, and it's quite a handsome little backpack, I think. Here's my gear that I'm going to take along, and I think most of it is going to fit here. Oh, okay, I have arrived at the botanical garden, and I actually don't like going so much on Sunday because there's always so many people, and at the moment there is a fair going on, an autumn fair right next to it, and so it's probably going to be a little bit noisy. I'm just going to show you the botanical garden. They're rebuilding the tropical house here, so big construction site going on at the same time. And usually I just walk through it, so I'm gonna turn on my GoPro that I have on me, and I'm gonna show you what I see. I think what is very crucial, like my rain pants, is to slow down with macro. Just look at things, look at possible shots, look at the flowers. Ooh, they're pretty. Maybe I can take a nice shot of them. Take a moment to look. For example, these plants, you would just probably pass past them, but look how beautiful the back of those plants are. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now and just have you walk with me. So I've just seen this flower and I don't know, I might opt for a shot of it with a pretty like dark background. Let's see. Oh my god, I have no idea if you can see me. I'm telling you, this is the first time I'm using this GoPro and that stuff, so I might still be a little bit clumsy. Can you see me? Oh, anyway. As you can see, I'm sitting on the floor, or maybe you can see. And I'm gonna aim to have the background fairly underexposed. So it's really just a flower. For that, I'm still at ISO 1600 from yesterday. So I did some shooting at the fair. I have good light conditions. Sorry. Right now I'm shooting at ISO 400, which gives me a fairly reasonable aperture time and quite a dark background, which is what I really want. I just want to single out this flower. I thought maybe this is the place where I could try something with that light. I can maybe light it from the back with a color. This is just playing. I've never done, well, I've done something similar with drops before, but that was at night. And I can only encourage you to get creative, try out things, even if they turn out to be nothing. You learn with every experience and you get more. Okay. See how strong this light really is? Wow, I'm not impressed, but it's also cheap. I don't know, I'm trying. So I'm holding the light in one hand. Let's see what it does. Kind of nice. Yes, that's nice. Yeah, like that. Yes. Okay, let's see and move on if I can get to another location or find something else. This is actually something quite untypical for me. Usually I try to shoot as natural as possible, but since I had the torch, thought I'm gonna try it. Let's see how it turns out. I'll show you the photos, of course. Not to forget, I always bring a coffee with me. Always. Keeps me warm, keeps me happy. I love coffee. So nice. Okay, move on. This is like a part of the botanical that people don't really know. It's messy. There's not much here, but sometimes in this little jungle here, I find quite a lot of things. And I like to be alone when I take pictures. I don't know how it is with you, but I get often asked what I'm doing, and I don't really like to be watched. I don't mind it so much, but look, if you look around in macro, you can see stuff everywhere. I would suggest just stop somewhere that even looks really not interesting and start getting used to the smaller size, and you will suddenly find bugs and spiders and whatnot. Whew. So really what I'm doing is I'm walking slow and I'm browsing, taking the time to really look and not oversee things. Something just flew away. And I also have to say, with the time you develop an eye and the things get to you much, much faster. See this little circle here? That's nice. I might take a picture of that. Spiral. That's what I was looking for. Ooh, the sun. Lucky girl. It was so great this morning. I do personally actually kind of like to shoot against the light. I think now that I'm using a camera, I'm much more aware of how much time passes. You need patience for macro. You need patience to look around and get hit by something. It's a very slow process. Ooh, look at those, they're pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and take a picture of this, although with a shiny surface it might be actually hard to get a good one. But I'm gonna try. Let's see. Okay. This one, but it's gonna be hard to get it all in focus, the intricate structure. So I think I'm gonna try a handheld focus stacking on this, so I keep the background fairly soft and smooth because it's quite messy, and then try to catch it. Let's see if I get it. So I'm actually focus stacking this handheld, and I've been trying around a little bit with the numbers. I changed my white balance to shadow because I want more color, and I'm actually at minus 0.7 exposure, 2.8, and I'm not very happy. Before it was too sharp for me. I want to keep a little bit of an area that is not sharp. So I switched from 8 to 5. That was a little bit too little. 5 pictures. I'm going to go to 6 and go to focus different of 5. See if I like that better. And then I just focus on the closest point. Hold very still. Go far enough so the camera has some can zoom in a little bit if I move too much. Breathe out and then keep as still as possible. These things I actually like to look at in camera because I see more. Exhausting. So I'm kind of wanting to take a picture against the light, but I don't know of what. So came to the place where the sun is shining on and see what happens. I see things flying around. Found this beautiful leaf. I was actually intending to show you more of the smaller things because most of the shots I took now you really don't need specifically a macro, but that's the interesting thing. Things always turn out different than you planned. Okay, I think I have my shot. Move on. Ooh, I found an insect. Let's see if it stays. You have to have quite a high tolerance for frustration because you can get ready for the shot, and then a second later that damn thing is gonna fly away. That's one in. I never go below, well, now I'm at 100, I say never. Now I do it the first thing. I usually don't go below 125 of a second, because that's kind of the sweet spot where you can take shots handheld without blur. And always, for insect, always aim for the eyes. It's so still that I think I might dare to take... Oh, there's a piece of grass in my way. Oh, it moved. No, don't move. Please, you're such a pretty model. I know I could use the the screen, but actually if it's so small, I tend to prefer, if possible, to use the viewfinder, because I have more contrast and I see much clearer where I'm focusing. Oh, it looks at me. Oh, it looks at me. Come on, stay. That's nice. Please stay. No, it left. Oh well. See, so often you don't even get to get one shot. Damn it. And I don't know where it went. Probably sat on the next flower. So, I decided I'm finished for today. I don't know how long I was here, maybe an hour, 1.5? I have no idea. Have I shot the best shots I've ever done? Probably not. Did I have fun? Yes. Did I try something new? Yes. I think it's really important to just go and do things, even if you already are a professional photographer, or just go and try, just go out there. I mean, if you have some free time, this is my free time. It's relaxing, I'm out in nature, I'm practicing. Always when you're shooting, you're practicing, no matter what you shoot. I've tried some new stuff today. I've done the hand focus stacking after a while again, so this experience is in my brain, you know. Yeah, so I'll see how the shots turn out when I see them at the screen. I mean, the wasn't the best day for shooting. I probably should have gone in the morning with dewdrops, also when I'm alone and not people constantly you know, walking past me or staring at me. But at least in towards winter, even the afternoon light is nice and low and not too bright. Did I use all my gear? Hell no. I just used a torch. I could have left my tripod at home. I could have left the 12-200 at home. I mean, you remember what I packed. But so you see, I mean, I started out just with macro, just with the camera and the macro lens, and it got me already quite far, so you don't need much, you know. Okay, well, see you soon.